Hey guys, Yuli here, creator and founder of PartTimeBusinessBuilder.com and coach and consultant for the Six Figure Mentors and founding member of the Digital Experts Academy. And I just got a quick video I want to make for you. Actually, I'm right in the process of cooking up a pizza, so I don't have a whole lot of time or else I'll burn it. And I set the timer, but which means I only have a little bit of time. But I wanted to kind of discuss something that has been really top of mind lately, which is super cool because I'm really excited about it and I'm having a great time with it. There's two things. First of all, a lot of people ask, not a lot of people in our industry, but a lot of people that I know and hang out with and are friends with, they ask, well, what exactly does an online marketer do? What's their job? What is their day-to-day? And so for those people who are asking that question, what I'm doing right now is exactly what an online marketer would typically do. And secondly, I also am excited about this because a lot of people have been asking me a lot about webinars. We've been doing a lot of webinars lately. I think a couple of friends of ours, myself, Scott, Jill, Steve, Sandra, Sri, a bunch of us have been doing this weekly webinar, which is really cool. So a lot of people are asking about that and the technology, and not that's technology, but everything else around it. And I'm pretty excited because we've been doing a really nice job with them over the last couple of weeks. I think we're on our next week will be our 15th episode, and not to date this video, but that's where we are. But a lot of people have asked me, how do I do them? What do I do? What do we use? What kind of stuff? And I'm not speaking for everybody else on the team, but myself, we're big fans of Google Hangout. Obviously, I can say that with everybody. Google Hangouts are the way to go. It's probably first of all, it's free, okay? And secondly, it's probably the most user-friendly webinar system. And you could do it live, or you could just do it to kind of, not broadcast and hang out with a group of people. It's just a great platform. Google spent billions of dollars. That's a professional statistic there created by myself. Billions of dollars creating it and getting the brand out and getting people to use it and making the interface user-friendly to where it's been awesome. And so that's basically the platform I use is Google Hangouts. The other great thing I use is called Webinarjam, which is a new release, which there's a lot of buzz about lately, and they're just starting to launch now. I'm sure you've heard of it. They've done a little bit of pre-launch, and I've owned the software since pre-launch. So I've owned the software for probably 10 weeks now or so, and I absolutely love it. I use it for all my Hangouts. But then again, that's the only platform I've ever used was Google Hangouts. I've never used any of the competitors, but I enjoy that a lot. But that's a platform I've been using in order to make to have my webinars, and it's in pre-launch, so you've heard a lot about it lately. You've probably been blasted on your Facebook page and everything else, and I've done a little bit of that myself because I'm excited. Actually, I'm excited about promoting the product as an online marketer because it's such a great product that it sells. I mean, it's a good selling product. So that as an online marketer and as an affiliate of the product, that is the reason why I'm promoting it, because it does have high conversions. But but the reason for that is that it's such a great piece of software, and I've been using it for months, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But I also wrote, and this was, I don't know when this was posted. What's the date on this post? Hard to say, is it? Will I find it here? I'm not sure what the date, but it's obviously a pretty popular post. I posted it a couple of weeks ago. Let me see if I can find the date on this sucker. January 5th. So we're at the end of February right now, the 27th. So yeah, I mean, a month and a half, almost 2 months ago, I posted this blog post about my experience so far with webinars and why they are so important. It's called Expand Your Business Using Webinars. And this is when I actually first started using Webinarjam. And first of all, I want to explain to you why webinar is extremely important anyway. And if you're not using it, regardless of what platform you use, if you're not using webinars right now, you're kind of missing the boat. It seems to be that it's one of the highest converting strategies on the internet right now. They do take a lot of work. You do have to work at it. You can't just come out and do stuff like this. Well, I guess you can just come out and do something like this, as long as you feel somebody's watching and you're adding value. But they take some time and they do take some effort. But they're awesome conversion tools and they're awesome communication tools. So if you're not using webinars right now to communicate with your followers, your friends, your customers, your potential customers, your leads. If you're not using webinars, you're just missing the boat. And for a couple reasons, and I'm just reading this right from the blog post I wrote, Expand Your Business Using Webinars. First, a webinar will help you build your email list. You get people to your registration page, which Webinarjam provides for you, a landing page, and then they sign up on your landing page, and that builds your email list. If you're providing value out there, you're going to get a lot of traffic to it, and hopefully a lot of people sign up for your webinars. But don't be scared if you don't have a whole lot of followers right now. Webinars, if they're good, do go by the old adage, which is build it and they will come. If you're putting out value and you're putting out something entertaining and you're putting out a webinar that people want to watch and you're doing it on a regular basis and you're being consistent about it, you're going to get people to come to it. So even if you don't have a whole lot of people out there that you think, oh, no one's going to watch me, who cares? Put it out there anyway, and eventually it will start building a following if it's good. So take your time. So Aweber will help you build your email list. Not Aweber, I'm sorry. A webinar will help you build your email list. A webinar will also expand awareness of your brand. Like I said, it's a great communication tool. Webinars are great communication tools, and they help you get your message out to a mass audience, and it's one-on-one. So not necessarily one-on-one. I mean, you're communicating to a bigger audience, which Webinarjam allows you to communicate through Google Hangouts to an unlimited audience. There's no limit, and best of all, I'll get to the best in a minute. But you're expanding your awareness, and you get to communicate with people one-on-one. They get to ask questions live. Where else do you get live interaction with leaders in your industry other than webinars? So if you're hosting your own webinar and people are communicating with you, you build that authority and you build that brand. So that's kind of what I want to get across. You expand your awareness of your brand. Number 3, you get your foot in the door with a new audience. If you're start webinars, and you can start them in any niche, any field. It doesn't have to be online marketing. It could be health. It could be, webinars are visual, so you could be displaying your face, you could be talking, you could be a talking head, or you could do a PowerPoint. But you're presenting to masses, but you could also present to masses in a different audience as a guest speaker, let's say. This Tuesday coming up, I'm a guest speaker on one of my buddies' webinars, and it's kind of cool because I think his audience is the same as mine, not people-wise, but as far as the industry. But I could easily go on a mountain biking one, or I could easily go on something else and expand my audience that way. So it's a great thing because you communicate with so many people and you can intermingle it as much as you want. I've already said this, you establish yourself as an expert. You get out there in front of a bunch of people and you start answering questions in your industry and in your niche, and you get it's such a fast moving communication tool that people will find you, and then once you start finding you, they will start realizing that you're an expert in their niche, and that's how you build your expertise and your professionalism in that niche. So it does put you in a position to be viewed as a professional and as an expert, and once you're viewed as an expert, you have no choice but to become an expert, because people will be looking to you for that kind of information and that kind of help. So put yourself out there. Just be aware that you will be challenged. You will be challenged, and you will be established, and you will be considered a leader and an expert. So, it's a very powerful tool. It's an extremely, and you can, I have a little quick note here. You can record the event and you can market it any way you choose. So you can repackage the webinar into a CD. If it's very popular, it could be a membership course. Just unlimited amount of potential with webinars. And number 5, webinars save you time and money. Not all webinars. Not all webinar solutions save you time and money. Google Hangout definitely saves you time and money. But Google Hangout on its own, because it's free, it doesn't have a whole lot of features. You have to do a lot of HTML stuff yourself. It's basically a YouTube video, and it gets embedded onto your website, and you can embed it into any platform you want, just like a YouTube video. But it is just a YouTube video. So it doesn't have all the amenities like lower thirds and landing pages, registration pages, email follow-ups. And there are other platforms that do offer that, but some of them are pretty darn expensive. But the one that I'm hoping to get you involved with today is Webinarjam, which today is what I said, February 27th for the next 10 days or so. Let's see, is it 10 days or so? For the next 10 days or so, and I don't want to date this video, there's a one-time special offer. One-time payment, never pay again. And this isn't a software that's they're just gonna sell it and walk away. This is a software that's gonna develop with, you know how quickly Google Hangouts develops. So this software is gonna have to develop equally as quickly, just as fast in order to keep up and make sure it works. So they're gonna be constantly updating it. They're gonna be constantly adding new landing pages, new features and benefits to this process. And you're going to get it for the rest of your life for one payment. And again, this is only for 8 days. And I don't want to date this video, but this is for 8 days. And you get a special one-time payment offer. And I love this stuff. And I don't know how long I've been going on this video, but I got a couple other things. So this is one thing you have to watch for. It's very time sensitive to get this one. Or else you're paying $297 a year. It doesn't make sense. It's still, even though at $297 a year, it's still a fraction of what the other platforms charge. For webinars. So, okay. So once you're in, I just want you to know, as soon as you're in, you get all tutorials. Everything's got a tutorial. Let me go back here a second. Analytics. All right, so as soon as you log into your back office, you're going to get a tutorial on how to use it. And this is going to start. It's a quick tour. There's tutorials at every step of the way here. How to configure your webinar. Every single phase of the process has a tutorial video. Every single phase. So you can go through it and you watch. And you honestly, the setup is so simple. The first time you go through it, watch them all, just so you get to realize all the benefits. But honestly, once you do it all, once you go through this whole thing one time, every new webinar you set up, it's as simple as copy and paste. You can clone them if you want to. So, you know, obviously these are all my Google Hangout episodes that I've had. You could just clone one and just change a couple things, or you can start from scratch and build your own new one. But everything just comes in so quickly and I'm not going to get into all the features that are in there. You could do that by going to the link provided here. That's going to land you on this sales page that explains every feature. But it's awesome. That's all I've got to say. But I've had a lot of people talking about it, and it's a big buzz, so I wanted to bring it up. Webinars are extremely important. They're a great marketing strategy, and not even, they're just a great communication tool. And the fact that you can use Google Hangouts for free is a bonus, and should be, even if you don't buy any platform, you should just be doing it anyway if you are trying to spread a message or spread your brand. Webinars, Google Hangouts, do them anyway, regardless of what platform you have. I think it's important to at least start and get comfortable, because eventually you're going to have to communicate worldwide as a face-to-face kind of contact. So get used to that. So you don't have to necessarily jump with Webinarjam or whatever you don't want to do. Just at least start with Google Hangouts, get the hang, and even if you miss this 8-day opportunity, which even if you plan on doing it in the next 3 months, I would jump on this opportunity anyway, just because it makes sense to, because if you're going to do it anyway. But if you're thinking about it and you're going to do a platform, if you want a platform, this is the platform I recommend. Again, as an online marketer and as a webinar user and as someone who really believes in the product and uses it all the time. So that's really it. I've got to get back to my pizza. I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to post a link somewhere on this page. That'll be how to get over to the landing page, or at least onto the sales page. And yes, if you use my link, I will get paid, which is great. Also, when you are a member of, when you purchase this platform, you're also able to become an affiliate. And like I said, this program converts very well, because it is a great platform, and it's new and it's fresh, and it's going to be consistently growing. And these guys, Mike and Andy, I don't know if you know them or not, they're awesome dudes, man. These guys kick it. So it's just a great read anyway. It kind of explains what benefits are. But that's all I got to say. Again, even if you're not going to take advantage of this 8-day special offer, start with Google Hangouts, get your face out there and start doing those things. But if you think that over the next 3 to 6 months you will eventually become webinar savvy, which you probably will be, it's just the natural progression of things, I would jump on this offer and just do it. And then there's, of course, a huge 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. If you don't like it, bye-bye. It doesn't, you get all your money back. But that's it. Go check out the sales page. And again, if you do click on my link and you do purchase, I do get paid, just in full transparency, but that's what I do for a living. So hopefully this video was beneficial enough for you to want to use my link. All right. So if you do want to use my link, click on this link, get over to that sales page, watch this video. It's Mike explaining.
Hi everybody, this is Mike Filsame, and on behalf of my business partner, Andy Jenkins, we want to welcome you.
Great stuff. And their productions, and they're doing webinars all the next couple, like I think every 2 days, over the next couple of days. They're doing live jam sessions using Webinarjam and going through how to use it and teaching you all the benefits of it. So that's another benefit as well. So check it out. All right, guys, thank you again. I got to get to my pizza, Yuli, parttimebusinessbuilder.com. This is what I do, and I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, I'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.